Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Listen to this message. And welcome. My name is Anthony Milton. So I thank God for allowing me to be here tonight to bring forth this message, another book review of my book, An Alphabet Youth. You can go to Amazon.com, type in An Alphabet Youth. You see the paperback version and the Kindle version. You can download a sample. You can read 9 chapters of the ebook and 5 chapters of the paperback. It's a very good book. If I had not written it myself and came across it with the mindset that I have, I would say it's a well-needed book for the young people, not only young people, but for the adults out there also. The adults out there also. I thought about it, and I did mention in my last video, and if you have not watched it, I recommend you do so, the way it was brought forth, an interesting title, and I do a little short clip or recap. There are 26 letters in the alphabet. And from those 26 letters, wherever you may be at this very moment, you will see alphabets throughout your house, throughout the car, throughout your phone, throughout the material that you read, the meal that you prepare, the bath or showers you take. Everything start off with an alphabet. We are living in a world consists of alphabets. Our behaviors are an alphabet. Our body is an alphabet. Our lungs, our heart, our kidney, our spleen, our spine, our legs, our arms, our fingers, our toenails, our hair, our eyes, and much more begin with an alphabet. And why? That's where it should be. We communicate with words. Some people use sign languages into words. Animals can recognize the tone of your voice in the letter that you pronounce. We cannot escape this alphabet world that we live in. The way the book was given to me, it focused on the alphabet in a way that you may have never looked at it before, and should draw your thinking in a new direction. That everything you say out your mouth comes from 26 letters. Also in the Hebrew, there's 26 letters, and each letter means something. But in the American language, A is A, and B is B, and C is C, D and E. Knowing that, when we display a good behavior or bad behavior, or yell, scream, shout, or whatever we do in our behavior, consists of alphabet. Mixed letters is a form of mixed behaviors that we exercise throughout the day. Filthy communication, disruptive communication, seduction, seducing, and everything we can think of that's evil that appeal to our flesh come in the form of alphabet. When we speak it, it's an alphabet. A child may cry, an infant may say gaga, goo goo, and whatever, but it's also communicating an alphabet. A child must learn the alphabet. I know there are many adults in the sound of my voice do not know, cannot read, or cannot recall, or cannot cite the 26 letters of the alphabet without looking at it. Am I condemning them? No. I'm just simply saying, pointing out to you, even though if you do not know your 26 letters alphabet, you are still displaying your behavior in the form of 26 letters. Trust me, there's nothing you can do or say that does not come from 26 letters in the alphabet. My book has started off with 53 chapters. God called me to write more, 133 chapters, I think, 62 chapters, 61 chapters, and 133 pages of different topics centered around the alphabet. Alphabet this, alphabet that. And if you have not watched the first video and don't know what I'm talking about, or can care less, or whatever you may feel, I put together a book with the help of me, some people that read the book, using AI grammar spell checkers, And these are some of the titles. Money that manipulates. I'm making that paper. An alphabet abortion. Who is an alphabet parent? Political alphabet. Alphabet Victoria has no secret. No sagging allowed. No sagging alphabet allowed. An alphabet reflection. Knowledge that awaken discernment. Do Black Lives Matter? Any youth and an adult needs an alphabet savior. And these are some of the chapters that go past the selected one that they gave you. I recommend order the book. Order the book and you would read and see what I'm talking about. One person actually said, how old you have to be to read the book? I say, if you can read the book, if you can read, you can read the book. So it's me promoting my books. My birthday was September 23rd. I look at the years that I have been on this earth. 69 years old. Thank God for every year. Do my thick skin, thick skull. My sinful behaviors and things out there that I know I shouldn't have done. Do my mistakes and my excel here and there. Do my roller coaster moment in life. We all have roller coaster moments. We must begin to look in the mirror of ourselves and see, are we living or existing in the world? There again, it brings you back to the alphabet. We can write, they tell us to write on the lines when you write your letters. When we drop below the line and make a mistake, our alphabet is not on the line, which means our behavior is not going forward straight in a straight direction. We all over the place. An alphabet youth, a spiritual discernment, a spiritual wake-up call, subtitled, a spiritual wake-up call in the system of influence. We are being influenced through media in all forms of media. Seduction, temptation, what I think, feel, want, and believe, it's about me. We are being influenced somehow. If what we are hearing does not go along with what we're thinking, we tend to reject it because we don't want to hear it. If it pleases us, then we will, I like what I'm hearing. Even when it's a lie. I'm guilty of this. Yes, we all are guilty of something. Some people don't want to admit it, but we all have pride in various forms. We all have pride. I'm not going to apologize. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. They did this to me. It's not about what they did to you. It's what you need to do. An alphabet youth, with the titles I mentioned, and the one that's given to you on Amazon.com, should cause you to think about your life and begin to see where it falls in place. We definitely need a change in the environment in our young people. I attended a Tie for Success event last weekend, and I must admit I enjoyed it. I saw myself in the youth 69 years ago. I'm probably 18 when I was 18, 17. And here the thing that they were saying remind me of my last book, The Hidden Tears of a Black Male. I shortened to Hidden Tears like you see on the shirt. He Still Speaks Now. Listen, that is another book I have written. And I heard the thing that the young men were saying, and it actually brought tears to my eyes as I listened to them. Some cited that they are told that they should not cry. One kid admitted that he cried all the time. Somebody mentioned that they don't like school. Someone mentioned about their mom and dad and sister all having emotional issues, and they have a problem with their emotional issues. So I listened to their story. I was not crying. I'm thinking about it now and kind of getting teary-eyed about it, but it moves me. It moves me because I know there's a lot of young people, besides those young people out there, are experiencing their own alphabet moment. And by using the title Alphabet Moment, it calls the individual to think, to dig deeper and to look and say, wow, I am behaving like an alphabet. My behavior is a good alphabet, spelled out, and my misbehavior is I'm not spelling the right alphabet, so my behavior is all over the place. So you see where I'm going at. I want you to think about your mindset and how you approach people, how you talk to people. That we live in a system, a spiritual system. We need a wake-up call in the system of being influenced. Social media is a big thing, influencing people. They want to do viral videos. You know, they do whatever to get a viral video. They do whatever to make themselves look good, or even sometimes they make the other person look bad just to get a viral video. We're living in a world where there's not much encouragement to encourage our young people, because we live in a world where people don't defend. They don't want to tell the truth. But I'm here, one example, and I thought about it the other day. I was looking for something, and I saw something that really cheered me up. I've been writing since 1977. I wanted to be a songwriter because I had the ability to listen to people's music and write my variation of lyrics. I still have it in the original paper. That's real old. But I never took a liking to poems. It was not my thing. I can be able to look at given times, write from the things that I see and hear, and I'm told I speak in metaphors and parables to get you to think. And so I look at my life, I say 69 years old. That I'm working on something now, should finish it tomorrow. I will post it. 69 years old. We all can look back from our birthday toward the past. But how can we know the future? How can we see the future? How can we recognize the future? What is in the future for us? When I say I have to wait and see. No. Use this example. Every choice that you make, even when you wake up in the morning, you have woke up to your future. Your decision, bad or good, you're going to experience that throughout the day. Everything you experience throughout the day going to tie in to the beginning of that choice. And that is your future. Moment by moment, we change our thought. We enter into another realm of futuristic behavior. We decide that we don't want to live that way, or want to think that way. We drop that mindset and that thinking, that behavior, and go into another realm of futuristic events that cause us to do the things we do. We are in a living alphabet. I mentioned in my last broadcast that I had another idea to write a book, because I said I'll make this book a workbook. Make the individual be required or choose to write from what they read, their experience, what they learn, not only for me, but for themselves, to help them to see self. A lot of individuals don't want to see themselves for who they are. Oh, I got a nice body. Oh, look at my butt, my BBL, or how I look, my face, my hair, my nails, or whatever. Those things are subject to change. And guess what? There are a bunch of alphabets. A BBL or alphabet, nails, hair, whatever. Everything that we do falls into the line and alphabet. When you hear yourself talking, speaking, or listen to someone, they're speaking a bunch of words. You say, I can't understand what they're saying. It's because they're speaking a mixed language of alphabets, all mumble jumbled together, and it doesn't make sense. It must be clear on what we are saying and doing. So I heard a particular topic, and it got me to thinking to write on this particular topic. I mentioned the last time, I haven't checked yet, I'm going to extend it to maybe 2 weeks from today, that I said I call it a call to action. It's the call to action. What do you think I mean when I'm going to give you the title? What do you think I mean? And I said, if you come close to exactly what I'm talking about, and I pick you, I will give you a free book. Me mailing it to you. If you live in a local area, I'll drop it off to you. And I don't know if anyone took me up on offer yet. I've made other offers in the past, and no one take me up on offer. And I did so one person relatively respond, but then I also offered one to do my videos, get out. And I did a test, and some people responded and said, yes, they see me and they hear me, so I thank God for that. So it's not my site been shut down. It just, whatever. And that used to bother me in the past about I do videos and wonder wherever one at, or I post videos or give dates and whatever. That used to always bother me. And then log on or be a part of it or whatever. It used to bother me many years ago, but now it does not bother me. Why? Because I learned that don't let someone control you. Don't let the environment control you, because you're not that. And don't let the disappointment control you to cause you to do and do not do anything. So when a person behaves a certain way towards you, they're behaving in a manner of alphabet. When they cuss at you, they're throwing alphabet at you. And if you respond in the same manner, then they have caught you, and both of you are manifesting pride. So the title of the new manuscript that I'll be putting out when I started, I got it all together, he would put it on paper in the book form, and probably be short in this particular book. It will be a workbook causing you to think and examine yourself. It will not be my opinion. Would it have some of my opinion? It may be, but I'm trying to focus this on actual factual knowledge or information that you can say, yes, he's telling the truth. You may not like what I'm saying. You may justify I'm saying something wrong, but I am going to be pointing out the truth in this particular workbook. I have not came across a book or workbook like I'm going to put out, and that's a good thing. But because God reminded me many years ago that writing I was writing back in 1970 up to this day was not written for the time that I wrote it in. It's written for the time that we living in. If I was doing it full time, I'll probably have over 100 plus books. Because I don't write subject and then finish the whole book. I write subject here, subject there. And I thought, oh, this can be a book, and I put it together. And that's how many of my books have started. But I want you to know that God has a plan for your life. He has a plan for your life. Have you asked him what is his plan? Are you scared to ask because it may require you to stop or change your direction? Or you just don't care and you like your lifestyle? Those are your choices. You have decided to choose alphabets of your liking, your alphabet of your behavior, your liking, whatever. It's a form of your job is an alphabet. Like I say, nothing you can escape does line up with the alphabet. If there's this new understanding, it should help you change your mindset when you respond to people and people respond to you, and how people behave and how they look at you from now on. We are an alphabet. We live in a world that is defined by the alphabet that we live in, the things we say, the things we do. We are experiencing we need a spiritual wake-up call in the system of influence, being influenced by other alphabets from the mouths of those who have good intentions for us and those who have bad intentions for us. And what you can do is to erase that alphabet behavior simply by changing your thoughts, changing what you think about what your life should be or what you think should be this and whatever, and erase it. When you make a mistake on a piece of paper when you're writing with pencil, you misspell the word, you misspell your behavior, you misspell the word, so you erase the paper. You can erase by confessing and repenting of your sins or what you're doing or have not done. It's a form of erasing and start all over, confessing your sin and repenting. So we all have a purpose in life. I all had this thing. If I was writing for money, I would stop many years ago. I have not stopped. I'm constantly writing stuff. Every day I have something that comes to my mind that I put on paper that I have not shared yet. It's almost like mind blowing. But I want you to know that we all have a purpose. Why do I do what I do? I did a message on that, my YouTube channel. He's still speaking. I listen. I have 4 or 5 of them. I do what I do because that was my calling. And when you do what you need to do because God requires you to do it, you're going to have friends and family members not going to like what you say because they say, who are you to tell me what to do? You my brother, you my sister, you my mom, whatever. They're not going to listen to you. You will find out that you will be welcomed mostly from strangers that don't even know much about you, or maybe a few friends that really have a kind heart towards you. Even when Jesus was preaching the word of God, he did less miracles in his own hometown. And I'm saying I'm not Jesus. I said no. If I was to wait on what I think should take place in my hometown, I probably would start a long time ago. This is my 11th book. Who know about me other than outside my roof? Only Anthony. And when I share it on Facebook. But do the vast majority of people know about me and my writing style? No. Because of my fear of many years ago me not advertising, me not promoting it, me not doing anything to write it. And I always say, God, why am I writing on this stuff? And just be writing to me to learn from, sure. But I perceive that other people should know and have an opportunity to hear what I put together. So I say all that to say this. I'll come to you as your friend, a family member, or a friend that you know of, or a friend you don't even know about, to share the gift that God has given to me. I thank God that He woke me up to experience 69 years on this earth. And may He continue to give me many more other years to be a servant for Him. Am I to be married? Am I to be dating? No one knows that. We must call upon God and say, God, what plans you have for me? And die to what we think we know. Because that pretty body, or whether we consider pretty body, pretty shape, or that money, only going to evaporate, go away. As I'm speaking this message, people are being born into this earth, and have died since I started this message. Life is not promised to us, but we can live forever in the mind of God, in God's way, which is another message. So the title of the book that I have put together, I'm going to give it a call to action. If you have an idea and knowing what it's going to be, just write it in the comment section. And I learned, someone told me, I'll listen to your messages, but I don't want to make a comment because I don't want people to see that I agree with you. So they just listen and don't even type or write or respond or say anything. And that's their choice. But I always like that. I didn't want to do any videos, didn't want to call. I didn't want to say anything because the lack of response I've gotten and the no response I've gotten, and the things I've done and the things that I do, people don't receive them because the color of my skin, or I'm a family member, I'm a friend, or whoever. Who are you to tell me what to do? They look at their life to determine I'm not worthy to share whatever. So the title of the book is Slavery Star 69. There's a subtitle that goes with that. I got two subtitles I'm going to do and say which one you think is best fit this book. But Slavery Star 69. Slavery Star 69. And if you know what Star 69 is about, it should help you with coming close. So what this book going to be about? Slavery Star 69. And I picked the chapter of the book that I'm going to read. It's chapter 18 in the book. It's titled An Alphabet Youth Freedom. We need alphabet youth who are seeking to free themselves from the self-imposed classification. Let them be inspired, educated, and open to learning the truth about their sinful behavior so they can be truly free. They must begin to understand that they could be taken out, never to return physically, or face incarceration. They are spiritual beings, alphabet youth, with spiritual energy, frequency, and vibration flowing through them and those they surround themselves with. Living alphabet individuals continue living a dangerous alphabet lifestyle, seeking no need to change. They enjoy the behavior of the alphabet. When working to set an alphabet youth free on the right path, sometimes they must face the consequences of their sinful action. They must know the truth and understand that every action has consequences within this system, which is another chapter. Some alphabet youth believe they are invincible, or that even if they are taken out, they will somehow return to the system as though they never left. The system includes many individuals manifesting around them, seeking to control them, causing them to believe that they can have whatever they want. As you know that within this system, private prisons exist. Did you know that within this system, private prisons exist, and people invest in them for a financial return? Look it up. From incarcerated alphabet individuals. Some company profits from mass incarceration. And alphabet youth, I did my alphabet sign in youth, unknowingly and unknowingly serving themselves up for pain, imprisonment, pleasures, and even unalive or self-harm. It is time to learn the in and out of the alphabet moral morale, and behavior. Moral, the morals are M-O-R-A-L, and evil behavior. An alphabet use must want to be free or stay away from those seduction, temptation, and prideful alphabet that seek to capture their soul. That is one of the chapters in the book. It is my hope that this message, in some form or another, cause you to think about your alphabetical behaviors. You cannot escape the 26 letters. The thoughts you think about me, good or bad, took form from 26 letters. You cannot, even if you can't spell the word and come closer or don't understand the foreign language, it's still a form of alphabet. So it's my prayer that you are blessed from this message. Comment, share your opinion, share what you think the new work is going to be about, and share with other people and let them hear what you've heard. I'll do video and put on my YouTube channel, He's Still Speaking. I'll listen about other topics that I want to point you. I use Facebook mostly as my invitation card to direct people to Facebook, YouTube channel, and I've been doing it. I may change and just do we think about it, I might do a Zoom type thing where people can log in and see me and I can see them, and I give people all over the world opportunity to join me live. So what do you think about that? Should I do a Zoom meeting where I'm allowing people to join in and they can be able to comment verbally or sit in the background? What do you think? What do you think I should do? Every suggestion is helpful. Of course, I'll make the final choice. It's not about putting people down, not about condemnation, not about us against them. It's about what is your purpose? What is your purpose in life? What is your alphabetical purpose in life? And only one that knows that has the scriptures. So in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and God was the Word. The Word comes from God. In the beginning, God created the alphabet. The alphabet, the Bible in your home, the Bible in your phone. The world that we live in consists of alphabet. Well, anything I don't believe, okay, that's fine. But let me give you, if you got a cell phone, you have a cell phone. Yes. You ever saw the first part of the Matrix? No, look at it. We are living in an alphabet world. We can see we are bombarded with all kinds of letters, binary code, and whatever. I know that the letter A may be A on paper, but in a binary code world, that A may be 00011, 00011. So the 26 letters, A to Z, but if you use a binary code for each letter, you will see 00011, 00011. It's a bunch of numbers. That's why you're able to type something on a computer and do multiple tasks on the computer. It's not the words that you're typing in that's coming back at you that fast. It's written in codes. When you receive a phone call, when you're walking around in the neighborhood, when you're driving your car, you're driving through a C and alphabet binary code world. Look at Lucy, the movie Lucy. In the first part of the Matrix, you see the alphabet coming down. So we are constantly swimming, walking, driving, talking, sleeping, breathing, whatever we are doing in an alphabetical world. We don't see the letters, we don't see the binary code, but we are being embodied. The thoughts that we think, out of our head go out into the spiritual world and can touch us and affect other people. We must be mindful of how we think. Let your thought be positive. Let your things that you say be encouraging. The things you say about yourself, you will reap that what you say. Everywhere I go, I cannot find a job. You just said a bunch of alphabet, and you're saying, everywhere I go, I can't find a job. So everywhere you go, you can't find a job. Watch what you say. Begin to speak the proper alphabet. In order for you to change your way of thinking, in order for you to change your lifestyle, in order for you to change whatever you want to change, you must change your way of thinking. Admit that you at fault. Admit that you have sinned. Admit that you need help, and seek help where you feel you're comfortable to learn from, and then you will begin the process of changing your thought. You cannot say you want to be rich and wealthy by looking at somebody else. That's their world. You cannot say I want to be rich and wealthy, and yet your thoughts are not lined up with those thoughts. You cannot say I want to do this and that, and you don't want to go back to school or did not finish school. The thought that we think drive us the thought that you and I think, I thought about giving a message, I'm putting into action. Everything that you and I do from this day forward is coming from the form of alphabet world by that binary code alphabet into your cell phone. You call from here to Washington, here to overseas, and you're not even there, but you're talking to someone that's living out of the country. But you don't see the conversation coming back to you as, my name is Anthony. No, it's going to be 0011, 0011, 0011, and then your phone is designed to pick up and convert that 0011 to hello. So when we do not educate ourselves, then the person who's speaking and talking to us, whatever manner they're doing, can have control over us. So let this message be free, set you free, young people, and set the young adult and grown adult. Share and like and comment. Again, thank you. God willing, I'll be back with another broadcast of promoting my book. Thank you.